secret in there. Be careful. According to John, there should be a small air duct somewhere up ahead that connects to the meeting room. Find it.
So we're finally breaking into the meeting room where we can find those 6 guys we're tracking.
A challenge so good, they have to give it to you multiple times.
Well, see, every time they do this, they change the laser pattern, so it becomes more difficult.
Was that...
So it isn't actually just recycled content.
Was that more difficult?
That one was actually probably easier. If we're gonna be honest. But, you know, no matter how hard it is, it's no match against Tekken's Nina Williams.
So is 6 guys like the evolution of the 5 guys?
Yeah.
And like you have to pass that, like, laser grid, like, every time you enter the 6 guys to get to its delicious bounties.
Yeah, that's right. You know, like, some places will have, like, a metal detector to make sure things are safe. They just have, like, a laser grid.
Sorry, I just love, like, the way it looked like, it seemed like that guy saw you just choke the other one out. It was like, hey, stop that.
Yeah, so that does happen. What's interesting, though, is that if you aren't already in the process of, like, breaking the neck, like the actual kill, having that happen will have whoever you have in a headlock just get out of it. And there you can see that there's the wake-up attack, the, like, spinning kick. What's annoying about that is there are a lot of ways in which you fall on the ground prone after a series of attacks. That one only works if Nina Williams ends up on her back. Otherwise, you can't do the wake-up move.
That's a little weird, because, like, it seems like a pretty, like, universal move, because it's like you just, like, doing a breakdance spin.
Yeah, it like feels random the way that you fall down. Like, of course, it's, like, based on the type of attack that hits you, but to just completely, like, remove it from your move list, basically, because you fell wrong is weird.
Well, you know, like, Tekken has always been about celebrating the, like, strengths and weaknesses of the human body in martial arts.
It's very true.
Like, you know, Nina Williams can't, like, get up unless she is on her back. Which is, you know, a clear flaw. Like, that's just what being a human being is all about.
A real reverse turtle.
Meanwhile, Heihachi has just canonically headbutted a bullet away.
Man, they should make a game about that guy.
Oh, they should. What do you think they'd call it?
Tekken's Heihachi in... that's a good question,
That's
actually.
my degrees, too.
Bulletproof.
I was gonna suggest Mind Over Matters.
Bulletproof 2. It's actually a sequel to the 50 Cent game.
That would be cool.
Okay, so instead of it being 50 Cent, like subtitle, it should be character name Bulletproof, and it's just about all the different characters who survive gunshots.
I mean, I'm fully in on that, specifically just because we then get a video game where Heihachi has a dedicated swear button.
Yeah, no, they all have that same mechanic. That's then very important, but it's also all in Japanese. They make sure to record it canonically in his language.
I mean, Heihachi very much has a tone to him where even if it's in Japanese, the very, like, sound of him swearing at someone does still carry quite well.
Yeah, there are just 7 ways of him saying die at you.
Yeah.
That's all I know about Japanese swearing.
For sure.
I can't wait for the spin-off where it's JFK bullet prone.
Hey,
come on.
Respect the man.
Yeah. He's a president.
I respect the office.
Anyways, I walked back to the meeting room door because I was sure Jay was going to bully me if I didn't show off that you can't open it, and that's why we have to go through the air duct.
Hey, Jay, if you think it's so easy to survive getting shot from a book repository, why don't you try it?
I think that happens in Silent Scope.
Also, it would be very funny if you went through all the trouble of, like, getting the drone to, like, unlock the door, and then it's like, oh wait, it was unlocked the whole time.
Yeah, you just go back and it's like, oh wait, the fingerprint scanner is working.
Wait, there's not even anything on the door. Like, it doesn't even have a knob. You just push it open.
Anyways, now that we get like more time with the Stingray, the controls on this fucking suck. It's got like a lot of momentum.
I mean, I feel like the camera angles in here also don't help, but
Oh no.
yeah.
I think they should incorporate this into Nina's move list in the Tekken games.
Oh yeah, like an assist that's just a drone. It just crashes into you.
Oh, wow. I like this obstacle because every time I've been around one of these things, I've thought, oh, this could kill me.
Yeah. And it's funny just moving around because the guy like lost something in here and he just keeps hitting them and it's like, maybe this time I'll find it.
So, can your drone actually get spotted by enemies?
Yes. And then they'll shoot at it.
Bunch of spineless cowards. Environmental disaster, my ass.
No need to get excited. Men.
Stop right there, chica. I know your tricks. Either you come with me, or else.
Do you really think you can handle Salacia?
That sunken ship of yours. That was a major loss, wasn't it? Salacia will make you a lot of money.
You're attracting attention. Keep it up and Edgar will come after you.
Edgar, huh? I'll send him back in a body bag. Well, so what's it gonna be?
I'd really like to go with you. But I can't. Please. Grant me a quick death. How sad. There's nothing left to do but die.
Damn! I am an idiot! I knew what she was like!
Warning, fire alert. Warning, fire alert.
Listen up! I'm on my way!
Warning,
Have the chopper
fire
ready!
Alert. Warning, fire alert.
Alan, I've got it all. They're all dead.
Interesting. Nina, John set up a data upload terminal somewhere. Find it, and then transmit the image data to HQ. After that, rendezvous and get out of here.
But we are actually going to use the toilet because that's where the save is.
Oh, wow. It's like one of those fancy space-age toilets that doesn't have a back.
That's right.
I always know toilets were CIA communications checkpoints.
Yeah, that's the truth about the bidet. Is like, yes, it like has a function, but also it's just sending data back to the CIA.
Yeah, not shitting in a corner of your room is a psyop. Wake up, people.
Anyways, a lot of crazy shit apparently happened while we were in the bathroom.
I guess she just stuck her fingerprints into the wound.
No, those are their fingerprints. We're stealing them from their hands. Look, they're very nice about pausing.
Yeah. I mean, they know how this shit works. You have a job to do.
Yeah.
I mean, say what you want about, these ship guys, but they know, honoring the dead is important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you want to get those fingerprints for their family.
Right? To make sure that they can identify the body.
Yeah, when the fucking cruise captain with his, tiger print vest comes to, be like, we're so sorry.
Yeah,
their fingerprints.
A grieving wife, and then you just show her, a picture of a fingerprint and go, is this him?
Oh my god.
Okay, so what if instead of it was Enrique, it was Lana, and so like every time you're like, oh, was this the person? Like, was this your son or whatever? And you identified it, she threw a smoke bomb down and disappeared. I was like, I actually don't want to deal with that.
Someone shows up to the door of your house with that, like, little case with the American flag wrapped around it, but instead it's just someone's Three Wolf Moon shirt.
Oh, that'd be a cool Tekken accessory for someone. I don't know who right now would be right for it, but, you know.
Much like the American flag, if you drop a Three Wolf Moon shirt on the ground, you have to burn it.
That's right. Anyways, these guys are annoying. As you've been seeing, they just block sword hits whenever they're doing their like little kung fu moves, as I stated earlier. But you really get to see it in effect during this fight.
I'm a big fan of any video game where once you are done with a weapon, you just throw it away.
Yeah, it's cool. It's nice too with the melee weapons because usually they'll like break in half, so you'll get to see like the physics object do it.
Spotted the intruder.
But yeah, no. Let's just say that as far as the trouble going on the boat is, we can afford to be wasteful. Fire alarms going off. Everyone's trying to escape. You know what's the use of keeping these things at this point?
Oh, they're not trying that hard.
I guess so.
So wait, is there an actual fire? I kind of just assumed it went off because there was a smoke bomb.
Yeah, no, that's why it went off, but a fire alarm is going off, which means that I think everyone else is trying to evacuate.
Yeah, Jay, what do you think is like the other primary element of fire that pops up?
I mean, like, I don't know how smoke bombs work. Like, I kind of assumed there was a different... I just assumed there was a different type of smoke. Like, it was like a sort of dust or something.
Well, the issue is that if I knew anything about smoke alarms, it's that they're way too sensitive regardless. So I feel like anything could set them off.
But also, like, this fucking weirdo could have set a fire somewhere, like, with a bomb or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not stupid.
You're not, Jay. I respect you for being honest with us.
Listen, this is gonna be a long LP. There's gonna be like 20 episodes. We're all gonna say one or two stupid things in it.
I didn't say anything stupid. You did.
like how I'm going to talk about. I don't know anything about cruise ships, right? I actually just think this is a very large hotel.
They're so big.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, like, what do people do on there?
I've seen the Titanic drown.
Yeah, and from previous episodes, we know that they get into, like, death matches in the giant sword arena that they have in the middle of the pool.
Right. And eat all the free
they eat
shrimp.
rats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so, like, going on a cruise ship is kind of like going on a suicide run, a la the classic 1995 movie, The Suicide Run?
Yeah, or more or less.
It's a suicide swim.
Did you ever see Speed 2, where they're on a cruise ship? I assume all of them basically go like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually the title of the movie, Speed 2, where they're on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
I have actually seen Speed 2, but I have not seen Speed 1.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, if you've seen one Speed movie, you get the gist of the rest of them.
I don't know, I feel like they could really, like, develop more of the Speed universe with Speed 3. You know, it's kind of like how John Wick wasn't complete until we knew everything about the assassins in John Wick 2 through 4.
I guess that's true.
Where would you want a Speed 3? Like, I feel like plain obvious answer.
I want it to be like a spaceship.
Ooh,
like, the choice is like, are we gonna explode when the spaceship, like, goes below 30 miles per hour? Or are we going to blow up the planet by letting the spaceship go into it?
Okay, here's my pitch. John Speed goes back in time and he's on the Hindenburg.
Ooh, and he has to save it.
Yeah. Like, the real reason it exploded, it wasn't going fast enough. That's what nobody tells you.
It's like that, the FMV game where you have to save the Titanic. Which also stops World War II from happening.
Exactly.
Saving the Hindenburg stops World War I from happening.
Yeah.
Alan, I've sent the image data.
Good. Now let's get out of here. Meet me at the heliport.
Enrique and his men are headed your way.
Yes, I know. I want to capture him while I'm at it.
Ah, I see.
Hurry up, or I'll leave you behind.
My god.
There we go.
It's like Black Mirror.
But real.
Yeah.
But also, I can't tell the difference between Black Mirror and real life because the world is so mixed up these days.
Yeah. So, by the way, while I have not seen Speed 1, I have seen the final one-liner in the movie. You know how, like, Keanu Reeves' like final one-liners, like, I'm taller, right?
Yeah.
What if, like, for, like, all the Speed sequels, Keanu Reeves had to face successively taller villains, just making sure that there was, like, a larger obstacle to, like, being able to say, I'm taller, and then killing him.
Right.
Ooh, that's good. And so he has to, like, be wearing, like, higher and higher, like, pumps. He's got to, like, have the big shoes.
Yeah, he's gotta have, like, those goth boots.
He's gonna
Yeah.
get, like, the bone lengthening surgery halfway through the movie.
God.
Eventually, Keanu only walks around in those like 90s plateau shoes with like a functioning aquarium in them.
Yeah, and he has to get the surgery while he's on while he's on a plane or whatever.
He styles his hair like the Slim Jim guy.
He gets it set up like the dude from Static X.
Yeah, the entire movie is just on the floor, like, trying to stretch himself out.
Yeah, they're like trying to like draw and quarter him, but only enough to stretch him out.
Yeah, exactly.
So
like,
real quick.
Okay. And the last one, he's like, I'm taller. And then the guy's like, are you? And then they have to go back to back. And like, oh, we need an unbiased third party.
Oh, he's like attached to like 4 horses being quartered, and then they tell him, if these horses go below 30 miles per hour, you'll die.
All right, real quick. So we sent the message to the CIA, and we're trying to now leave and intercept Enrique before we leave. Unfortunately, the elevator got turned off, as we remember last time. The only way down is to unlock the lifeboat and then slowly crank our way down to the bottom floor of the ship.
God, this era of gaming was so fucking badass.
Yeah.
You're the one who murdered Bryce.
Daddy?
Okay, so this boss fight is probably one of the hardest to like get used to on a first playthrough, but once you kind of understand the mechanics, I think that it goes pretty smoothly. So this is a large arena, and you basically have to attack Lana Ley while also defending child Nina Williams from a bunch of zombie soldiers.
This is so fucking cool. I love this so much.
This is kind of wild, yeah.
This is Clock Tower 3 levels, honestly.
It's kind of like that. Baby Nina will run around, and if she gets caught by an enemy, you have like 5 seconds to kick them off, or else they'll do like a huge chunk of damage.
And she just runs towards the zombies sometimes.
She just runs random. Meanwhile, Lana Lei will teleport, and so after you hit her in her first location, she'll just start teleporting to a location vaguely close to you, and then you have to do a combo on her until she disappears and moves again. Otherwise, she will stand in the exact same place. So, yeah, like, understanding how to manage keeping track of Child Nina and Lana gets tough until you kind of understand the mechanic of how she appears against everything, and how weak the zombies actually are.
Yeah, like, they only take, like, 3 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even, like, the beginning enemies, like, took, like, 10 hits each to get down, right?
Yeah. So they definitely, like, make up for it by putting in a whole bunch more of them that you have to deal with. And Lana Lei isn't that much of an issue. She mostly just sends things that, like, again, you have to keep track of in order to make sure that you're not getting hit while dealing with these zombie enemies.
Yeah, she's like a zoner, except this is a 3D game, so it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, at least, you know, not in this one. And they're not too bad. Again, the biggest threat really is the zombies who attack Child Nina.
Yeah, I love that Child Nina is just like, let me run very far away from the boss fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, because Lana doesn't move, you have to keep track of her and Child Nina, which gets very hard with the size of this arena.
I was just about to say, it seems like the longer you just don't do anything about her, the worse this becomes because of how far away she gets, but...
Yeah.
Also, I guess her rib cage and skull grew back.
Yeah, look, you know, that's why they're bosses, right? Is because they just have stronger bones than the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They're drinking so much milk.
Yeah.
Who is this woman?
How many times do I have to repeat myself? We can't drag these kids around. Listen up, you have no choice in the matter. Hey, we're wasting our time. Damn, you're probably right. That's it. We've got no choice but to do this ourselves. What the hell do you think you're doing? Give it up, you fool! Take them away!